Hey guys, welcome back to Top 1%. Today's video is going to help out a lot of the young teenagers out there, and the video is about training for teenagers. How to reach your maximum genetic potential. Now, when I was 17, I was getting out of shape, so I joined my first gym. That's when I started training. Although I really wish I would have started training much earlier. It's never too late to start training. It always helps to have some extra time on your hand. You might know that most of the successful world-class athletes out there, they started training pretty early. Take a look at the big names I'm talking about. Alright, so I found this article from Sports Retriever, which shows at what ages the world's top athletes started training. Michael Phelps started training at the age of 7. Alright, this helped him control his ADHD. And he was already competing in his first Olympics at the age of 15. LeBron James, the famous basketball star, started training at the age of 9, and the rest is history. Serena Williams started training when she was only 3 years old. Can you believe that? 3 years old. There's more big names: Simone Biles, Cristiano Ronaldo. He doesn't need any introduction. He started training when he was 8. Roger Federer, even he started training when he was 11. He started training when he was 8 again. Usain Bolt, Messi, lots of big names. Although granted these guys are genetically gifted, they were perfect for their respective sports. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't start training. Starting early always helps. Now that you know that the big names started training that early, let me tell you why it is important to start training early. Because if you want to be successful, that's what it takes. Teenage is that time of your life when everything is confusing. You start seeing the world for what it is, and you just don't know what to do. You don't have any direction in life. So I was training my cousin who is about 14-15 years old, and he's a pretty active kid. He plays cricket and he's in decent shape. But when I asked him to train, this is what happened. Alright, not to poke fun of him, this guy is actually determined and he wants to be a good athlete. So how does he do this? He needs a good sense of direction and he needs to understand how to train. This made me realize that there's a lot of teenagers out there like him who want to be good athletes, who want to be in good shape, but they don't really have an idea of what to do. That's why I decided to make today's video, and I really hope this helps you out. And that's exactly where training comes in. Whether you want to be a world-class athlete or you just want to lead a happy, healthy life, you need to train. Now, to make things easy for you, I'm not gonna break teenagers. I'm not gonna break them for real, but I'm gonna break them into 3 categories. Number 1, under 13. Number 2, 13 to 16 years. And number 3, 16 plus. I'll tell you exactly what you need to focus on when it comes to training, so that you get started in the right direction to get ahead on. So let's get started. So how do you train when you're under the age of 13? It's very simple. Kids under this age are really impressionable, and what they learn here, it stays with them for the rest of their life. So what do? You either play a sport or get involved in martial arts. Now this is very crucial. When you play a sport or get into martial arts, you spend your time and effort onto something that you actually enjoy. You learn a lot. This sets you in the right direction, which is exactly what you need. And at this age, weight training is not really appropriate, and kids need to find what they enjoy. Keep it simple. And by the way, it is absolutely a horrible myth that you stop growing when you lift weights. Now take a look at what I show on your screen. This should explain everything. Alright, so as you can see in this picture, when you're still growing, you have something called as epiphyseal growth plates. This is what makes your skeletal bones grow taller and bigger. So unless you actually enjoy your skeletal bones or your epiphyseal growth plate, there's no way that you'll stop growing. Alright? And weight training only makes your skeletal bones and your muscles stronger. So if anything, it only helps you get bigger and stronger. So when you combine proper exercise with good quality nutrition, it gives your body a reason to grow. And that is exactly what you need to max out your genetic potential. So don't get into this myth that you stop growing if you weight train. As long as you train properly and you eat well, you rest well, there's not going to be a problem. So start training. Now, how do you start weight training? From the ages 13 to 16. Now, this is the age group when you hit puberty, and there's a lot of misconceptions about weight training in this age group. It is actually okay to start weight training when you're 13 to 16. Now hear me out. Look at this. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jay Cutler, two former Mr. Olympias, and even coming to the current generation, look at this guy, Tristan Lee. All of them, they started training at this age group. And you can see for yourself, it is actually safe. So don't worry about it, start training. And this is the age when you focus on the fundamentals. Learn how to exercise, learn about basic nutrition, work on your basic exercise form, and work on your movement patterns. Alright, so let me now tell you what exercises you need to focus on once you start lifting weights. You need to focus on compound functional movements that will make you stronger and build the foundation of your strength and muscle. So as you can see, this is the first time my cousin ever lifted weights, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with what he did. He's looking pretty good for his first time. So let's get right into the exercises. The first one here, it's called the overhead press. You press the barbell over your head and maintain proper form. This works your shoulder, your triceps, and some part of your chest. And the second one here, these are called barbell squats. This is paramount to build your lower body. Although it takes time to learn the exercise form on your squats. And this, the third one, is deadlift. It works your entire posterior chain. And the final one is bench press. This works your chest, your anterior deltoids, and also some of your triceps. So that's it. Work on these compound movements when you're lifting weights. Also, you may not have access to a gym, or your parents may not be willing to send you to the gym, or whatever the reason may be. Don't let that be an excuse. You can still do body weight exercises such as push-ups, pull-ups, squats, lunges, and many more at the comfort of your home. And also, you can buy some really cheap equipment to work out at home. I made a video about some of the cheap equipments that you can buy at home. They come in really handy, so take a look at that. And remember this, you'll always have millions of excuses, but all you need is one good reason. So find your reason and get started now. Also, another very important thing to keep in mind, at this age group, you're really tempted to lift heavy and your ego gets in the way, which can be really dangerous. So don't get under peer pressure, learn how to exercise properly, start with light weights, don't lift heavy when you get started, learn how to exercise and then slowly build it up. Alright? Don't let your ego destroy your career. Training when you're above the age of 16. Alright, now this is the age group when you're turning from a boy into a man. So you have a lot of raging hormones, testosterone pumping and coursing through your veins, and you really have a lot of potential to build muscle and get stronger. So capitalize on it. This is when you start training heavy, and by this time you should know how to train. You should know how to eat. If you train properly when you're above the age of 16, this is where you can maximize your genetic potential. Alright, this actually means that you can grow taller, you can become much more stronger, and you can be overall a better athlete. So capitalize on it. I keep saying that again and again because that is absolutely crucial. Alright, now that you have a good understanding of what to do, let me tell you how exactly to do this. Alright, So, first of all, our generation is very lucky. We have the power of the internet, which our parents and their parents did not really have. So, learn to use it properly. I'll link out some really good YouTube videos which explains how to train properly and how to eat properly, which is crucial to get started in the right direction. Alright guys, so let me just take a second to summarize today's video on the screen for you. Pause the video and take a good look. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and share this video to all those teenagers who might benefit from watching this. And also I'm trying to put some really good quality Instagram content, so link in description, follow me on Instagram. It will really help you out in your health and fitness journey. So until next time, take care, stay hungry.